So right now it's about 9:30 p.m. the same day I made the previous video. I was just going through the rest of the day, really depressed, really down, just thinking about what in the world caused all these changes, the different idle, the two noises, and then a thought hit me, and it hit me really hard. What if instead of removing the breather and putting it towards the PCV, if I put the breather back, it wouldn't do that anymore? And check this out. So I put the breather back, and it's not doing any of those noises at all. Nothing. Everything is back to normal. I just plugged the hole in the T-bracket I put in to the PCV's hose and put the breather back on, and it's crazy. It's like my old car again. So I'm just gonna turn it off. I haven't turned it off yet, just to see what happens. Sorry about how dark it is. Wow. I gotta really contemplate if I'm actually gonna go racing tomorrow. You go through those motions where you've made a big decision in your life. This isn't a really big one, but you made a decision, and now it wasn't one you wanted to make, and now you possibly could go back on it. Wow. Okay, I've had a second to think. What I want to try, before I assume everything's okay, is putting, this is the stock intake tube and air filter. I'm going to take this line off of here, because this is what went to the head to ventilate, to let the head breathe, and it would go straight to the intake, which, as you could see, is pre-throttle body. So if I hook this up and it only feels vacuum when the throttle body's open, maybe everything will be okay still. The reason I put the breather on originally was to prevent oil from getting in the intake tube under power. You know, there could be a lot of other factors here. The motor could have been tuned with this kind of pressure in mind. I'm not sure, so I'm just gonna hook this up. All right, I got some light out here now, so you can see what I did. This is how it was originally hooked up, stock, from the head. I'm not talking about the PCV, I'm talking about this breather from the head would go straight into the intake tube. So that's pre-throttle body. Instead of hooking it up right there, where it's blocked off now, which would set it to the catch can to a post-throttle body port. So we'll see if this makes a difference in the idle. So as you can see and hear, nothing out of the ordinary. Sounds good, just like if the breather was on it. And I'll turn it off just to make sure. Yep, everything normal. Okay. So it looks like we're going racing tomorrow. All right, so we're on our way to the track day. The car's still good this morning. Got all my gas, we're ready to go. And the one thing I do have to watch out for in this car today, besides everything I was doing last time, watching out for last time, is third gear. The Syncro is a little beat up from my last race, for sure, because I missed some third gear downshifts. So I have to really put that clutch all the way in to get a good third gear latch. So that's a little disappointing because of how much I spent on this transmission. But again, 2 years of abuse. Just now something shows up, I need to not complain. So that's the one thing I need to watch out for. I did get a transponder today. So I'm renting one, and I don't need to press any buttons while I'm on the front straight, which is really dangerous, while I'm trying to make sure I have the proper line at 90 miles an hour. So that's going to be something I'm going to get when I get to the track. So let's get there.
You are getting to turn 8. Do you think that you are going to see some brake light and someone stopping on the track? Yes. So what does that mean? Don't follow cars too closely, especially for the first session, because people have never been at Laguna are going to take a while to get used to it, especially the corkscrew.
Just finished my solo meeting. I only have 2 meetings today. One after the first session is the only one left, and there's no instructors slowing us down or anything like that. It's open track, so it's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a transponder, which I'm going to show you in a second. It's going to just give me my times at the end of the day, so I'll go grab that printout then. So here it is, tiny little thing. It doesn't really fit in here very well, so I'm thinking maybe putting it in my shirt pocket like this, or just finding another spot for it, but I sure as heck don't want it to you know, move around and get lost. So I think possibly down here behind the wires is where it's gonna go. So I didn't show you this, guys, last time, but I'm sure you saw it in the thumbnail for the video. Since '93 is the last year with glass headlamps, just had to tape those up so that we don't have any issues. I've only put that there because I want to get video. Tire's cold. Tire's still cold.
Good save, good save. Come on, hit the stick. Stick, man.
Yes, there we go.
Sweet.
That's where I don't have any power! Ah! Brakes.
Yeah.
not the same.
It's not even close.
My lap times. You can see I've got a 1:58.89, so that's, you know, about where I was last time, but I've got a passenger and the seat, so I'm gonna run with him one more session, and then we're gonna go solo for 2 more to get that time down. All right, just finished the solo download meeting, and gonna get the car ready for the next session. I have definitely some things I need to work out. From that last session, I got the extra weight in the passenger seat, but third gear's doing well. Don't have any issues with that. It's definitely going in every time, which is great news. But got a couple of lines I need to work out in the Andretti hairpin. I'm cutting in too soon. And based on the solo download meeting instructions, I'm gonna try not shifting into second at the corkscrew, but staying downshifting only into third and seeing how my lap times improve. All right. Here we go. So from here on, that's the second run group. Sorry I couldn't film it. The phone got too hot. But you can see I got a 1:58.9. That's my fastest in that. And so 1:58.89 is still my best. So the next 2 run groups I'm going to run solo, and my good buddy here, he's awesome. He's gonna take off, so it's just gonna be me, and I'm gonna take the seat out and see if I could take a couple seconds off. All right, so took the seat out. Let's do this. off the third session early because I'm noticing a knock or something, and it's getting worse. And then I pulled up P1207, which is just for engine over temp, but that's, you know, the OBD2 system. This car's OBD1, so I don't know if there's overlap in the codes, but it does not sound good at all. So I'm gonna let it cool down, and I'm gonna pack up and head home because I want to obviously make it home without using a trailer. I'm not seeing anything else that looks suspicious to me, so I do have to watch this while I drive home very safely and make sure it's what I think it is. But anyway, the motor seems like it's hurt, although I didn't lose power, so this isn't necessarily the best end to the day. Listen to this. Sounds internal. That's unfortunate. Oh man. Wow. I don't know if you can hear that right now. I'll wait for this semi to pass. There's literally something flying around in my block. I really hope I make it home. I have about 50 minutes of driving to make it home. Not a good situation. Okay, guys. You can hear it. Whenever I go to idle, it dies now. So I think I'm gonna have to call a tow truck, unfortunately. It's just smacking super hard. Yep, and this is where that motor breathes its last. But, you know, that's racing. It's okay. A good ways, and I can call a tow truck, I'll be alright. It's just the way it goes sometimes. I heard the sound, too, as I was entering the track. For that third session, I heard a little knock, but I didn't think much of it. Thought it was just an engine knock. That's how long it was. So, calling the tow truck now. So we made it home, sort of. Tow driver said that driveway is a little too steep for him, so I'm gonna have to try and keep this car off the idle and get it up that road without it dying on me. I gotta say it, I've never felt as happy to be home, and that's definitely because I was able to drive it up my driveway. It, as you know, as you can hear, it sounds absolutely awful. So the plan right now is to never start it again in its current position, to pull the motor and the transmission out, check everything over, obviously do a full build in the block, from the block up, and I've got my ideas already for high compression. I know where I'm going to get the pistons, so you know, it's going to be good. This is good. I'm not upset. I'm keeping my head up. Thanks for all your comments and support right now, and I need it. I want to keep this good attitude about everything that happened, and just enjoy, you know, racing and modifying cars still, because we're just getting started. All right, so for now, this is Falconator signing out. Stay tuned.